from Los Angeles, this is the Echelon Radio Network.
Hi there, this is Jerry Hemsworth with the Echelon Radio Network. And today I am so joyed by being able to sit with Miles Rader. He is a wealth advisor with Willner Heller. How you doing today?
Good. How about you, Jerry?
I'm doing okay. You know, listener, this is we're recording this when all the crazy fires are going on. Have you been holding up okay?
Yeah, I got a evacuation warning at 4 a.m. today.
Oh, how nice.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And then got a few yesterday. I'm over in Encino, so the office is in Encino, really close to Sherman Oaks, and I live right near the border of Encino and Tarzana.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's crazy weather. These winds are not. I've never seen anything like this.
I haven't either. I've lived in LA my entire life, and I mean, I lived in Thousand Oaks for a little bit, for about 3 years, and I've never seen winds like this.
Yeah.
I mean, the winds have died down. It's Friday, but
thank God.
Tuesday and Wednesday was really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody I've talked to has never seen the winds like this. Yeah. And in less than 24 hours, the destruction has just been very, very hard. Yeah. Very hard. So tell us, as a wealth advisor, what do you do over at Willner Heller? Sorry.
So we all tend to our clients. So it's not like everybody has their own set of clients, really. We all kind of pitch in and do what we can for everybody.
Oh, that's kind of cool. There's no silos. Yeah,
exactly. Because it's really beneficial for the client to have 3 people instead of one, really. Because especially if one is out of the office or is on another call, then either me or another person on the team can help out. I do a lot of research for the team. I am also I'm part of client acquisition, and I do a lot of the compliance side as well. So prior to this, I was working at another RIA, small independent company that also does wealth management.
Right.
And we also used Schwab as our custodian, which is kind of like where we house our funds.
Gotcha.
So I was pretty comfortable with the system already. So bringing me on was easier than if I had not touched the clearinghouse that we use.
Right.
So it was an easy transition, especially because the company was already, was with TD Ameritrade before. And then they got acquired by Schwab in September of 23. So the systems were a little bit new to Willner and Heller. So me coming on and teaching everybody kind of like how things work, how Schwab works.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's different from what they were used to, but it's been smoother than when they first started.
I can imagine. Yeah. Now, do you get introduced to the client fairly early on?
Yeah.
If it's a client you didn't bring in, so that the client knows right away there's a team and not just one person?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Definitely, I'm like the next contact pretty much. It's like, whether it's Matt or myself or Ken.
Right.
Ken and Matt are the partners.
Right.
If they have a client that they bring on, then I'm the second one that they introduce, because I'm usually the one doing either compliance or the research, or I'm the one helping them out with the day-to-day stuff.
Sure.
And then for my clients, I introduce them to Ken and to Matt, because if I'm away or if I'm on another call or if I just have something to do that day, then they can talk to them about whatever they need done, or if they need if they have a question or anything like that about the markets, then Matt and Ken are well equipped to do that.
It's such a brilliant way to run a service business.
Yeah.
I run my marketing company pretty much the same way, because it's what's best for the client, and I think it's a little more enjoyable to be on a team.
Yeah.
Everybody doing the best thing for a client than just one person at a time. And getting, I've seen companies where people get very territorial, like that's my client, and don't talk to my client unless I tell you, you know, that kind of stuff. And that's kind of, it's difficult.
Yeah, I've definitely been in situations like that. I started off at UBS. So I was an intern in Westlake Village.
Sure.
And then after that, after about 10 months of that, I moved over to the downtown office that's no longer there. But I was over in downtown at UBS with a full-time job as a client service associate.
Gotcha.
Which pretty much means I was doing most, if not all, of the administrative and compliance work for clients. It was about, I would say, I think it was 14 people on that team, 7 advisors, just under $2 billion in AUM, which is assets under management.
Sure.
So it was a big team, but everybody kind of had their own clients. It was pretty cut and dry with that. I mean, as far as
don't be peeking over the fence over
exactly,
there, right?
Literally. I mean, the associates worked with everybody, but the advisors were kind of like, no, this is mine. This is my area.
Right. Yeah, that's difficult. And I wonder if you've seen that tends to be the way big companies work versus the smaller boutique firms that really are all about the client.
I would say, I mean, bias aside, yes, in a way. I definitely, I mean, nothing against the bigger companies. I definitely, I mean, at UBS, I met some great people and some quality people that I still talk to and keep in touch with today. But I would say it's kind of a little bit more designed for that in a way, because it's more product driven, which is one of the reasons I kind of went away from the broker-dealer corporate area.
Right.
That space was a little bit too, it just wasn't for me. And when I moved over to private, I felt that niche where I was really able to do better things for the client. And I felt like I was more comfortable there.
Yeah.
So therefore, I kind of kept that trajectory going.
And Willner Heller is fee-based, correct?
Correct. Yeah. We are a fee-based company that provides customized portfolios for our clients, usually high net worth clients or charities, small businesses, even mid-sized companies. But we also cover a few retirement plans, like pension plans and all that stuff. But we're not the administrators of those retirement plans, but we work with what's called a third-party administrator, which is the person that does all the compliance, the paperwork, the bills, and all that stuff, and deals with the employees plus the employers, but they kind of represent both.
Right. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. That is a part of the team that's helping with the client.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I think that exposure and that environment, kudos to you for knowing what worked for you and what didn't work for you, at a fairly young age. Yeah. You know, because I think there's probably a fair amount of advisors that stick with one way and are kind of miserable.
Yeah, most definitely.
And to figure out early-ish on, that this isn't working, I'm going to shift. Kudos.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of strength.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I've always had a very supportive family, so it wasn't too hard. They weren't hard on me at all. They were very supportive. They were like, do what's best for you, and they trusted me that I didn't know exactly, but they're kind of not hands off, but I would say they let me do my thing and just kind of either make mistakes or just learn from what my past experiences are. So it's been really, I'm blessed in that way.
Yeah, sounds like it. And you've landed at a firm where I know the partners, and they're very keen on growth and support. And I'm very thrilled for you.
Thank you.
That's where you've landed.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So I want to switch gears a little bit. Where'd you grow up? You said here in LA?
Yeah, so I grew up in Rancho Park area, so just north of Cheviot Hills.
Sure.
So West LA. I went to school in Westwood.
Yeah.
And then I went to middle school also in Westwood, actually, right behind the Mormon church.
Yeah.
At Emerson Middle School.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was there. And then for high school, I went over to St. Monica's Catholic High School. I'm not Catholic, but a lot of my friends were there. And so we all went there and had a great time.
That's cool.
Great education over there. I was over in Santa Monica on California and Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah, so
sure.
there's a park right across the street,
Yes.
so it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then where'd you go to college?
I started off at University of San Diego. So
Great
down,
campus.
It's lovely.
You and I have talked about
Yes,
that
we
campus.
have.
Oh.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
The area is beautiful. The food's great over there, right next to 3 different beaches. It's lovely. It's pretty costly. So that was one of the reasons. So my grandmother is actually turning 99.
Wow.
This month.
On
the
gosh,
18th.
That's fantastic.
So when she was living in Oceanside alone, and then I think she was about 90. So it was 85 around. So kind of after my first year of college, she moved from Oceanside to Sherman Oaks here.
She came north.
Yep.
Okay.
Assisted living facility over there because my uncle and my parents are in this area,
So closer.
It's easier for them.
Sure.
But other than that, so when she made that move, I came back and I studied at Santa Monica College for about a semester, just taking a few classes before figuring out where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Applied to LMU and to Cal Lutheran University in Thousand Oaks. I didn't think that Cal Lutheran was going to be the one. I really was set on LMU.
Sure.
But even then, so I thought that it was just easier to do, not easier, but just more my fit for Cal Lutheran. They had both had a finance program that I liked, but I thought that I actually met with a few of the finance professors at Cal Lutheran and brilliant people.
Yeah.
So it was a big factor in my decision.
Nice.
And because of that, I was able to join a business fraternity. And then once they had plenty of marketing and networking events. So I went to those, met people at UBS. I was able to interview one of the advisors and then I came back to him asking if they had any internship availability in the office, and he worked with the branch manager and got me.
Fantastic! So that just launched your career.
It did.
Oh, that's fantastic! Yeah, the Cal Lu is an excellent school, and I mean LMU is too. There's
Very
a lot
much
of,
so.
but I think it's kind of interesting when you find that one program in school that really sets you up for your future, and you go, wow, I lucked out with this.
Yep.
Super cool.
Exactly.
And when you're not working, what is your favorite thing to do?
Just hang out with my fiance and my dog, Jax.
Jax?
Yep.
Okay.
Jax,
and what kind of dog is Jax?
He is a pit bull mix. We don't know exactly with what.
Yeah.
We adopted him from a shelter in San Pedro when he was about 1.5. We don't know exactly, but a bit of a puppy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was fully grown.
Yeah.
So he's white, mostly white with brown spots.
Yes.
And yeah.
I know.
He's lovely.
We have pit mixes too. And we have 2 of them right now, and these are our 3rd and 4th out of, once we had a golden retriever, which we adored, and then got a pit mix when she was in her twilight. And boy, we were sold.
Yeah.
Because they get a total bum rap.
They do.
They're the most loving, fun, amazing cuddlers. And Tilly, the one we have right now, she's more of a retriever than Gracie ever was. Huh. She'll bring you the tennis ball. She loves to run tennis ball.
I love that.
What does Jax love to do?
He loves to chew on things. Not so what's great about him is like he's never touched any furniture, like never ripped up any furniture, walls, nothing. He stays away from all of that. Mm-hmm. He's very good about being inside.
Nice.
He just chews on toys. That's about it. Like pillows or anything, blankets, he's fine with.
Yeah.
But we're kind of good at setting the boundaries of what's chewable and what's not. Yeah, he's very respectful in that way, and if we want to take something away, he doesn't. It's not like he fights back or anything like that. So he's very gentle with us.
But he gives you the puppy eyes, like, why?
Exactly. Yep. That he does.
They're good at giving stink eye too.
They really are.
Yeah, it's like they look at you and just go, mm-hmm.
The side eye. Yep.
Yeah, I see
love
you. You're being a jerk now, Dad.
I know. Or even when we're doing something like. If I sneeze or something, he's just like, what was that? And he won't turn his head, but he'll just give me the side eye.
We have Mookie right now is our 3-year-old. Mm-hmm. And he didn't bark for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
We never heard him bark. We thought, okay, he's not going to be a barker.
Yeah.
But now he has become the frontline protector. And he's like the really tall, skinny dude that has an extremely deep voice. Mm-hmm. And when he first barked, we were shocked at how deep his voice was.
Yeah.
But Mookie was pretty chill. He wasn't chewing on furniture, just like, Jax. Mm-hmm. Until I sat down in my antique chair that I got from my grandmother's, and I hadn't sat in it in a long time. And I put my hands on the arms, and I realized he had chewed the handles.
Oh, wow.
He must have curled up at like a donut in the chair and just sort of gummed and chewed away the nubs. They were down to nubs. And I thought, you son of a gun, I thought, oh my gosh. And it was a really beautiful chair. Mm-hmm. But that was the only thing. And we got him when he was little.
Gotcha.
Like 3-4 months old. Mm. But that was the only thing he really chewed on. Now he likes the tuggy toys. Yeah. Whereas Tilly, she's okay with tuggy toys, but she likes the tennis balls. Yeah. That's her thing. So if you're not playing with Jax, what else do you like to do?
We like to try new restaurants. Probably we try once a week to try a new restaurant. Usually recently that hasn't happened with everything going on. Yeah. Like the holidays and just the weather crazy. In general, and then also the fires. So that's been fun. Yeah. But other than that, we try to spice it up with food. We like to cook. Yeah. She's more of a baker. I'm more of a cook. Yeah.
What do you love cooking the most?
Probably steak.
Steak. Yeah. Carnivore.
Yeah, pretty much. I like steak, potatoes, kind of just like just hearty stuff. Sure.
Have you experienced the outdoor griddles?
I have not.
Oh, like my gosh.
Stovetop, no.
Yes. Mm-mm. I got one for my husband, and if you like steak, I highly recommend trying the griddles.
Yeah, no, I've seen great stuff come out of that.
Oh, mercy.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and your fiance likes to bake.
Yeah.
What did they like to bake the most?
She likes to bake cookies, brownies, pretty much everything. Cakes, lemon
You're
bars.
Screwed.
Yeah, I know. My gut is at least.
Yeah. But that's very cool. So you're foodies and you like to go out and try different restaurants. Is there a particular area that you like to go to and experience, or do you take it zone by zone?
Zone by zone, really. I feel like I didn't really know, but before moving into the Valley, I didn't really know of the food opportunities here, and there are plenty. Yes. So Northridge has plenty, Van Nuys, Tarzana, Encino, everywhere you go, really. has great food opportunities. Studio City's huge for food.
Yeah.
But pretty much, I mean, we were in Woodland Hills plenty too.
Tons.
So, yeah.
We have an associate that we know. Actually, he's an attorney. And he and his wife are huge foodies, where they have gone from the very west end of Victory in the valley here and tried every single restaurant around Victory all the way down.
That's impressive.
Yes, the ultimate in foodies. And they go on foodie vacations and things like that. And it's fascinating to hear, his take on all the different types of restaurants, and who the heck knew?
Yep.
I mean, on Ventura Boulevard, I know there's over 4,000 restaurants there.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
So I can only imagine it's got to be similar up at Victory.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, big eats.
We love it.
And our daughter now lives in Los Feliz, and before that, Silver Lake. And we had heard that they're really good eateries.
Yep.
But now we're starting to experience them. For Brian and I, it's a whole new world because we've been Valley people.
Yep.
And for years, and to go over the mountain and experience those restaurants is pretty fun.
It is. LA has so many food opportunities. It's so diverse, and you get it everywhere. So
Gosh.
you can get anything anywhere, really.
So if you're a steak person, what about your fiance?
I would say the same thing. Actually, she loves when I cook steaks. She cooks more. I'd say. She cooks a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
She cooks a lot of like rice meals.
Oh yeah.
So she's big into that.
Easy.
Like stir fries and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep. I do the same thing. Now, when you go out to eat, is there a certain type of ethnicity or food that you guys tend to favor?
She loves sushi.
Yes.
So she loves sushi. Yes. We just went to Korean barbecue the other weekend. I think it was the weekend before last, but it was great.
So wait, she loves sushi. What about you?
I love sushi too.
Oh, okay.
I love sushi, but I always loved sushi ever since I was little.
Yeah.
She wasn't into it until a few years after we started dating, and then she tried it and kept trying new things, and then now now my wallet's hurting, but she's loving everything. Yes. She loves it more than I do.
Yes.
So
I'm a sushi fanatic. I could eat sushi every day.
Where's your favorite place around here, at least?
Gosh, there's a couple. Well, Woodland Hills, we had Brother Sushi, but now it's only open. Little Brother Sushi is only open for dinner. But we've been liking So Sushi, which is Tarzana.
We just went over there.
Yeah, they have a new location.
Yep, I think it was Tuesday we were there.
Was that the first time you'd been there, or no?
I've been there plenty of times, but that's probably our go-to as well.
Yes, our daughter found it, and so that's probably our go-to over here in the West. And then, Taro Sushi over in Studio City area. There's some really good ones, but it's West LA. There was a place that we used to go to, but it was really hard because it was cash only.
Yep.
And you had to wait behind the chair you wanted to sit in.
Oh.
And wait for it was a waiting. There was a line, but it was behind every chair.
That seems.
It was highly inefficient.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was kind of strange.
I'd feel very uncomfortable if I was eating with like a line of 5 people behind me.
Yeah, right.
Just
nothing like pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like breathing down your neck.
Literally.
I want your chair.
Yeah.
Hurry.
You're in the middle of a roll and they just slip you $5 or something, trying to get you out of there.
Vacate now. I'll pay for your meal. Just get the heck out.
I'm sure that's happened there before.
Seriously, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible. Oh, Miles, thank you so much for sitting with me today.
My pleasure.
Love getting to know you better, and we'll have to go have sushi.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, Jerry.
You got it.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
Presented by Echelon Business Development. More than just networking. Way more.